Well, a beautiful good morning to you hockey fans and Dallas Stars Elite Girls 13-0 fan faithful tuning in from across the globe. Bleacher Buzz Live is back, and so are all these wonderful, talented ladies that we followed all last season through the 12U. Got a pretty familiar team here, Mr. Elliott, and we got some welcome new additions as well that came up from the Heat and some out-of-towners, don't we there, Brendan?
Yes, we do, Brody. I'm your chief cook and dishwasher here, but yeah, we're excited for a new season and ready to see how these girls gel as a team and how they work together, and yeah, I can't wait.
So those that followed us last year, we do have a good chunk of the 12U Tier 1 girls that played together last season. Jordan Allen is warming up in the pipes right now. She's got herself a new goalie partner, Sammy Adams. Sammy played AA boys last year, coming out of Houston. So making the commute, making the drive, and actually her family's in the process of moving to Colorado, so she'll be on the airline a fair bit this year. Another addition we have from Odessa, Lucy Jordan, number 26 is the jersey she's wearing right now. She's got a long list of family hockey in her blood. She's got older siblings that's currently playing in the DSEG program right now. And then also joining the roster, we got Madeline Weaver and Cameron Gillis. They both played on the 12U Tier 2 Heat last year. They did practice with the Tier 1s a number of times and actually joined them for some scrimmage exhibition gameplay. And then some notable absences today. It is preseason, so not everybody was prepared for this to get started. But Elena Lafleur and her family's off on vacation. Same with Emmy Ursi and Vivi Malavio Osorio, also not here. think she'll be playing under the name Van Tassel, though. Her stepdad's last name's Van Tassel. He's got a long history in hockey. Very connected in the Midwest region in particular. Played some high level himself. Coaching staff. Familiar faces with Coach Tyler Fulton being the head coach. Danielle, a strong right hand to him, currently on his right, our left. And then I think we got some guest appearances here today, Brendan. Do you know who those characters are?
I don't actually. I was trying to figure out those are Tigers coaches or what. I don't recognize any of them, to be honest. I couldn't tell one of them had a Tigers logo on his sweater there.
Well, yes, we'll find out. Maybe some pregame chatter going on between the coaches. Obviously, these coaches do know each other. Just to level set expectations today, we are too shaking off our cobwebs to get the season rolling. So this is a controlled scrimmage. It's going to be 4-on-4. I expect a lot of wide open play. When goalies make stops and they do a whistle, they are not going for face-offs. What they're going to do is just back off whoever's in the offensive pressure. Goalie kicks it over to their D. And we continue on with flow.
We've got 28 minutes on the clock. Maybe they may do a runtime clock here and just do a 2 or 3 minute break at half. And I don't know. We're guessing here.
I think you're onto it, Brendan. I'm pretty sure it is runtime. I'm going to run camera and mic today, so no promises on how that goes. Looks like for scrimmage number 1, Allen's going to get the nod in between the pipes to start. We got Andrews and Shortino on point, and Dulac and Isaac up front. Oh, sorry, Grahovic up front. Draws one, controlled by the Stars. They enter the zone. Grahovic dumps it in deep. In behind the net it goes. Tigers pick it up on their backhand. They throw it up to the point. Andrews, she looks to hold it in. Tigers chip it deep. Chased in behind the net. Shortino picks that up. Shortino, she's getting harassed by a Tiger. Andrews throws it around the boards, trying to find Dulac. Just misses her in the half wall. Here's a chance for Dulac, though. She gets by. Dulac breaking down the right wing. In on an opportunity. Dulac looks at the shot, takes it. Deflected off the goalie's blocker in behind the net. Great opportunity for her early. Andrews, she's able to hold the zone. Tigers pinch it out. Here comes the Tigers through the neutral zone. Number 5 with a move. Tries to get around Shortino. Shortino tracks that well. She kicks it out. And there's our first whistle of the game. They've blown it down for an offside. And yes, official is just saying quite simply a possession change. And he's pointing to the girls to say, that's your puck. Go for it. Wholesale change for the Stars. We got Gillis on point. Paisley Elliott up front on the wing. Jordan on defense. And Madeline Weaver joining Paisley up front. Puck into the half wall. Elliott tries to get it out. Held in by the Stars. Kicked out right through the crease dangerously. Cleared out of harm's way by Gillis. She looks to feed it back. Elliott through the neutral zone. Elliott pressuring the Tigers. Weaver in to help. Puck goes in behind the net. Tigers dump it up through the neutral zone. All the way back to Jordan. Tigers pick it up again. They gain the zone. Tigers in the high slot. Number 10 pushing his way through. Poke check by Gillis. Here's another opportunity for the Tigers. They pick it up. Puck goes in behind the net again. Weaver now. Weaver picks it up on the half wall. Skates it through the neutral zone. Decides to cut through the middle. She's got Elliott with her crossing through. Weaver looks to dump it in. That's deflected by the Tigers. Tigers in transition through the neutral zone looking to gain. Chip and chase by number 25. Gillis will grab that. Interrupted by the Tigers. Tigers cross-ice pass through the crease. Here's an opportunity from the side. There's a shot. Clean wrist shot. Snapshot, sorry. Right over the glove of Allen. There's our first goal of the game for the Tigers. Here's the possession change. Here comes Isaac. Isaac through the neutral zone. She cuts back through the middle. Kicks it over to Mason. Eiler's in. Tigers interrupted though. Here comes the Tigers. Couple dangles by number 5 there. Shortino and Mason not having it. There's the shot. That's wide. Isaac's going to pick it up on the half wall. Here comes Isaac. Trying to make something happen through the neutral zone. Mason's there to help. Kicked all the way back. Andrews now. Andrews. She throws it all the way around to Isaac. Isaac's got it. Isaac trying to clear it out. Tigers hold the zone. Shortino interrupts that shot toward the net. She throws it cross ice. Just misses the backhand of Isaac. Comes all the way down into the Tiger zone now. Isaac in pursuit, pressuring. Grahovic in to help. Grahovic picks it up on her backhand in the corner, in behind the net. Looks for a centering pass. Interrupted by the Tigers. Solid back check by Grahovic. Little bit of an offside. Allen with a snap glove save. Tracks that beautifully. Kicks it over to Dulac. Dulac's got the puck now. Gives the backhand over to Andrews. Andrews all the way across, trying to find Shortino. Shortino picked it up, but a little bit out of her reach. Andrews, she's going to throw it all the way around. Wraps one up. Tries to find Dulac on her backhand. She does. Dulac through the centering. Looking to find Shortino. Tigers into the zone. A little bit of a neutral zone patty cake going on here. Tigers regain the zone. Instantly harassed by Shortino. She breaks that up. Grahovic in to help as well. Puck spits all the way down into the Tigers' end. Tigers look to clear it out. Puck sitting right beside the net. Nobody wanted it. Here comes the Tigers with some speed. There's a shot from 22. Deflected out front. Into the neutral zone again. Tigers regrouping. This is the 12U AA Tigers, just to be clear. They're a talented group, and I actually just realizing they got a real lean bench right now. Here comes the Tigers driving wide. They look for a centering pass that kicks all the way around to the half wall. Picked up by the Tigers again. Tigers driving in. 27 through the crease. Allen comes across. Beautiful move by Allen trying to get across there. But that 2-on-1 cross crease pass, just a little too much to handle. Tigers. They're kicking it up. 27 through the neutral zone. They send it in. Gillis now. Gillis looks at her options. Tries to throw it up through the neutral zone. That's picked off by the Tigers. Tigers able to touch up. Driving down the right side. In through the high crease. There's a shot. Allen with the save. Picked up by Jordan. Clearing it out of harm's way. She dumps it up. She's checked right as she tries to get into the neutral zone. Gillis is there to support though. Sails with the Tigers. Weaver all over him. She's able to pressure it. Pushes it in to the Tigers zone. But Tigers line mate there to support. Here comes Andrews. Andrews in behind the net. Looks at options. Tries to find Weaver. Good strong pass. A little bit too strong. Weaver not quite able to pick that up. Elliott now. She's forechecking. Tigers through the neutral zone. Here comes number 10 on the Tigers. Good back check by Mason. She pushes that Tiger into the half wall. Kicked up now by Andrews. Mason again. Mason pressuring the D. Tigers looking to try to make something happen. Back to the point. There's another shot. Allen tracks it. Good save by her. Kicks it off to the far corner. Elliott now. Elliott picks it up in her forehand. Tries to find Mason through the neutral zone. Just out of Mason's backhand reach. Here comes Andrews. Andrews, cross ice pass. Picks it up to Isaac. And we got an offside on the Tigers. And away we go again. As we mentioned, controlled scrimmage, so not doing face-offs. Going to be high tempo, high speed. Well, number 27, here's an opportunity driving in on the wing. Shoots it high and wide. Good angles by Allen, making sure there wasn't much to shoot out there. Tigers regaining the zone. Here comes the Tigers. High slot. Blocker saved by Allen. Puck's loose out front. Pad saved by Allen. Kicks off to the half wall. Here's an opportunity for Mason. Mason, 2-on-1. Over to Isaac. Isaac and Mason, 2-on-1 into the zone. There's a shot from Isaac. Saved by the goaltender. It's loose. And the rebound just out of the reach of Mason. For the Stars' second shot of the period. 7 shots in favor of the Tigers right now. Here comes the Tigers. Through the neutral zone. They regroup. Send it over to Sales. Sales waits everybody to touch up. Then does the centering pass. There's number 27. There's a shot. Ends up in the far corner. Jordan's going to give chase. Jordan in a puck battle in the far corner with 2 Tigers players. Grahovic's going to come in and support. Puck battle still ensuing. Picked up by the Tigers. Tigers, they kick it back to the point. Here comes a shot. Blasted toe saved by Allen. She kicks it off to the half wall. Allen able to track that through traffic. Tigers in transition again. Interrupt the breakout. Here comes the Tigers. Centering pass. That's broke up by Jordan. From a wraparound attempt, and good stick by Gillis to break up that wraparound attempt. Just about able to tuck it in the side door. Puck all the way down. Would have been an icing, but it is scrimmage, so they're saying let's go play.
No trapezoid either. Ooh.
No trapezoid. Some contact with Grahovic and the Tigers goalie. Lead pass through the neutral zone. Tigers gain the possession, but slight mishandle entering the zone. Here comes Jordan. She fires it around into the far through the half wall, back to the point. There's the shot from the point. That's wide. Into the corner. Here comes the Tigers, driving out, looking to make something happen. Centering pass, loose puck out front. Here comes Gillis. She's driving wide, trying to make something happen. She's got Dulac over in front. Drop pass to Grahovic. Grahovic, she takes it down to the deep corner. Grahovic looks for a centering pass. Harassed by the Tigers, though. There's a shot from the Tigers. Another glove save by Allen. Tracks that well. Fans at home, sorry, I'm getting better at filming on the main camera. Well, I yabber. See if I can fine-tune this a little bit, get the zoom going. Are we using the corner cameras too there, Brendan? Or might help me a little bit because I'm having a hard time zooming on the offensive zone pressures. So, all right. Through the neutral zone. Here comes the Tigers again. Tigers look to chip and chase. Shortino says, not today. I've seen that move before. She breaks it up, fires it down the ice. Into the corner. Elliott in pursuit with Weaver. Lead pass all the way down. Would be an icing, but as we mentioned, we're just going to play some hockey. Good old shinny out here just about. Andrews, she's got it in behind the net. She throws it all the way around to the half wall. It's going to be picked up by Elliott. Elliott has Weaver. Looks at her option. Lead pass to Weaver. Weaver able to chip it in. Picked up on the half wall. Broke up in the neutral zone. Here comes Shortino. She's making a skate happen. She dumps it into the half wall. Tigers are going to slow it down, regroup. Long lead pass through the neutral zone. Tape to tape, picked up by number 5. Great pass by the Tigers. Shortino pushes number 5 wide. 5 centering pass through the crease, and that's broke up by Allen, and she smothers it for another whistle. 15:56 left on the running clock right now. Here comes Mason. She tries to find Isaac. Tigers buzzing through the neutral zone, doing a good job breaking up zone entry attempts. See if coach makes any adjustments on how the Stars are trying to break out. Gillis. She throws it up, tries to clear it. It's held in by Sales. Shortino picks it up behind the net. Has a look at her options. Decides to go for a skate with it. Now she cross-ice pass over to Mason. Mason and Isaac 2-on-2. Mason tries to gain the zone. She's checked. All the way back to Gillis now. Gillis throws it up the wall. Finds Mason. Just out of Mason's reach. Otherwise, that would have been a 2-on-1 break. Nice lead pass by Gillis there. Tigers through the neutral zone. 2-on-2 back the other way. Mason hustling on a back check. Good job by her to break that up. Lucy Jordan there supporting as well. Tigers, they pick it up on the half wall. Come out of the scrum. Toe pad saved by Allen. Kicked all the way out to Isaac. Here comes Isaac. Isaac swinging a miss on the pass there. Just slight whiff. Here comes the Tigers into the zone. Lucy steps up. Break that up. Tigers, they regain. Cross ice pass through everybody. Here comes Jordan now. Jordan throws it off the wall. Tigers are going to regroup. Transition back through the neutral zone. Instantly back checking is Dulac and Grahovic, both breaking that up. Into the offensive zone they go. Grahovic, she breaks that up. Tries to get a lead pass over to Dulac. Tigers are buzzing. Nice step up by Gillis to break up that zone entry. Solid defensive play by her so far. Tigers, DDD pass. 25 looks at his options. Lead pass right onto the tape of Gillis. Gillis, she throws it up, tries to find Grahovic right under her stick all the way down. Tigers will regroup in their own zone. Tigers kick it around corner to corner. Grahovic there to break that up. Tries to find Gillis on the point, but the Tigers able to interrupt that pass. Here comes the Tigers. Moved by the Tigers, driving in. Centering pass through the crease. Deflected off the post or crossbar. Not sure what that hit. Jordan tries to find Grahovic to spring her free. Tigers able to break that up. Here comes the Tigers. There's the shot. A little bit wide off the glove of Allen, deflected into the corner. There's Gillis. Gillis. Lead pass over to Dulac. Dulac.
Oh, nice cross.
Nice cross pass there. Tigers up through the neutral zone. Pass out of the reach of number 5. Ends up on Andrews' stick. Andrews, in turn, tries to find a pass. Here comes Tigers now. They gain the zone. Here comes the shot. There's a blast. High, all the way around into the corner. Comes right back to this defensive partner. Tigers able to hold the zone, though. Tigers into the high slot. Nice step up by Shortino to break that shot up. Here comes Sales again. He tries to throw it down. That's deflected by Dulac. Andrews ends up with it. She throws it up. Held in on the point by number 5. Instantly there is Dulac, though. She breaks it up, throws it all the way down. She wants some fresh legs. Weaver's going to jump on the ice and join Elliott on the offense. Still have Shortino and Andrews on point. 11:50 left in the run time. Tigers. Here comes 72, trying to gain the zone. Good stick by Andrews. Centering pass, deflected away by Allen. Another centering pass. Here comes Weaver. Weaver tries to sneak a pass through a
Diving save there by the defenseman, but
yeah. Good stick by the Tigers defense. Here comes the Tigers. They're breaking in. There's a shot. Allen with the save. Takes it off the helmet. There's her signature move. Off the glove, off the helmet, whistled down. Here it is, Allen using her head again. Yeah, not quite as direct hit as usual. Weaver now. Weaver gains the zone. There's an opportunity for her. A couple moves. Tries to throw it toward the net. It's deflected. Tigers are going to pick it up in the corner. Pass up through the neutral zone. Shortino's going to regroup. Shortino looks to find Weaver, just out of Weaver's reach, though. Just out of Weaver's reach.
Yeah.
There's my tongue twister for this morning. Tigers on the half wall. There's a move for Shortino. Isaac breaking that up. There's a shot. Oh, and Allen on the one time, just outside of her toe pad there. Almost got it over. Tigers again breaking this up. Here comes the Tigers. There's a shot. Allen with the save. Through the neutral zone. Isaac. Chasing the Tiger down. Jordan now. Jordan, she's going to pick it up behind her net. Comes around with some speed. She's going to go for a skate, looks like. Getting harassed by the Tigers, though. Tigers able to pick that puck up. Centering pass through the crease. That's broke up by Mason. Battle on the half wall. Jordan's picking it up. Looks to clear it around. Shoots it off the back of the net. Picks up her own pass. Moved by Jordan. She's coming in through the neutral zone. She's got Isaac with her. She's got Mason with her. Jordan drives it all the way in. Deep into the Tigers zone. Tigers try to get it around. Mason there to break out. There's zone exit. But Tigers regroup. Back through the neutral zone. Gillis is going to pick that up in the corner. Gillis. Lead pass. Up to Mason. Tigers quickly on top of Mason, though. Tigers. Centering pass. Slides right through the crease. Isaac's going to shoulder check. Look at her options. Pick up that puck. Here comes Isaac. She's checked through the neutral zone. Tigers again regain the zone. Here comes the Tigers. There's a shot. Deflected by Gillis. Jordan clears it out. Here's an opportunity for Isaac. Isaac now. One-on-one through the neutral zone. Isaac driving wide. Here comes Isaac. Takes the shot. Deflected. Glove saved by the Tigers goaltender. For the third shot of the game for the Stars there. Been mostly Tigers so far. Here comes the Tigers. High slot. Tigers looking to load up in the high slot. Back to the point. In behind the net. Shortino. She's going to pick it up. Actually, she leaves it for Dulac. Dulac down the near wall. Nice move by Dulac. Little toe drag across the crease. She's got Grahovic out front now. Dulac centering pass to Grahovic. Good idea there, and Tigers able to break up that pass in the last minute. Good stick by Grahovic. Staying on top of that Tiger, holding the zone. Puck's in behind the net. Tiger lead pass up to number 72. They're driving down the right wall. Coming into the zone with some speed. Puck's deflected. Allen kicks that off into the corner. Andrews picks it up. Dumps it around to the half wall, trying to find Dulac. Dulac, 2-on-1. We got Dulac and Grahovic. Cross ice pass to Grahovic. Through the neutral zone, there's a shot from Grahovic. Deflected into the corner by the goaltender. Grahovic again. She feeds it back to Shortino. Shortino able to hold the zone. She dumps it in. Dulac now. Puck ends up. Coming over to the near half wall. Tigers are going to pick that up. Through the neutral zone. Fired all the way down. Shortino will regroup. Good pressure by the Tigers. Solid response by Shortino to battle off that check. Shortino again. Kicks it up the wall, trying to find Grahovic. Comes into the neutral zone. D-to-D pass by the Tigers. Number 27. Gains the zone, quickly back-checking those. Dulac, nice move by 27. There's a pass to the high crease. Deflected high by Allen. Shortino looks for a long lead pass, tries to find Grahovic. Tigers able to read it, though, and they pick it up, gain the zone. Here comes the Tigers, high slot opportunity. Couple moves. Allen staying square, atta girl. Every once in a while, Dad's got to come out. That's where the atta girl comes from.
A little extra activity there, but hey, we'd like to see that.
Shortino and Tigers both getting in trouble. Shortino picking up right where she left off last year with a bit of feist on the defense. What every goalie loves, Sammy Adams is going to learn to love that too, but Shortino does not put up with any level of crap in front of the crease with our goalies. Let the goalies focus on one thing, that's stopping pucks. They don't need to be getting stick slashes and opposition mucking around in front of them. So good on Shortino. Her first warning of the year. Would have been a penalty if they were giving out penalties today.
We have matching minor, but
Yeah, matching minor. There's a shot from the point through traffic. That's kicked wide. Again, through the high slot. That's broke up by Andrews. Through the neutral zone. Here comes Weaver now. Weaver had Elliott with her. Unfortunately, lost the handle. Tigers able to kick it right back in. Here comes the Tigers. They have the puck in the near corner. Nice move by the Tigers. Looks for a centering pass. There's a shot. Another glove save by Allen. The home clock has the shots at 14 right now. I do believe it's 20. Here comes Weaver.
I got 15.
You got 15? All right, so we're pretty close. Our beloved Stars have pulled together 5 shots so far, so interested to see what Coach talks to them about at intermission. There comes the Tigers. That shot deflected off the net into the netting. And controlled scrimmage play. Weaver tries to make a move. She's checked. Jordan there to support, though. Lucy Jordan. She's going to get harassed by Tiger. Throws it in behind the net. Gillis is going to pick that up on the far side. Tigers get there first. Gillis quickly checks them, though. Here comes Gillis. Cross-ice pass. Tries to find Weaver. Off Weaver's stick. Tigers able to hold his own. Here comes the Tigers again. Tigers. Back on the half wall. That's thrown in deep. Gillis and the Tigers having a bit of a battle in front of the net. Weaver's got it. Heads up. Tries to find Elliott. Lead pass through the neutral zone. Terrible camera work here by Brody Allen. We got to work on that, Brendan. I think the multitasking might be out of my skill sets here. Wholesale change for the Stars. We got Isaac Mason jumping on. Through the neutral zone. Here comes the Tigers. Tigers looks for the shot. Allen. RVH hugs that post and seals it up. 2:46 left here in the first. Gillis up to Mason. Here comes Mason. Opportunity for the Stars. There's a shot. Rebound. Picked up by Isaac. Goalie well positioned, though. Keep that out. In through the neutral zone. Lucy Jordan picks it up on her backhand. Lead pass up to Mason. She's checked by the Tigers. Number 5 with the Tigers. Gains the zone. Couple moves by the 5. Nice back check by Isaac. 5 still trying to work his way in. There's a shot. Allen with the save. 5 picks up his own rebound. Toe drag through the crease. That shot wide. Jordan in pursuit in behind the net. In supporting is Mason. Here comes Isaac. Isaac's going to pick that up on the half wall. She throws it ahead. Tries to chase her own lead chip. Good job by Isaac. It spits right out front. Opportunity for Mason. Mason with the shot. Loose puck. Bouncing puck on the goal line. And the defenseman with the backhand and the flailing blocker by that goaltender to keep that puck out. Such a great opportunity for the Stars.
That puck was inches from crossing the line.
Yes. Good work on the replay, Mr. Elliott. So close to the Stars getting their first goal of the season. Scrimmage or otherwise. Here comes Dulac. Dulac. She kicks it up. There's a shot in. Bouncing puck. Allen picks that up with her trapper. And here comes Dulac now. Dulac through the neutral zone. Tries to do a toe drag. 52 seconds left on the clock. Centering pass broke up by Shortino. Over under Grahovic. Let's see if the Stars can get a late one here to come out of the first period. Only down 2. Grahovic using her speed. Tries to drive through. She's picked up. Supported by Dulac. In behind the net now. 38 seconds left on the clock. Tigers looking at their options. Outlet pass to the half wall. Number 2. Lead pass all the way through the neutral zone. That'll come down. Would be an icing, and they're going to call it an icing. AKA, we're just going to give possession to Shortino. And Shortino, with 18 seconds on the clock, is going to skate through the neutral zone. Tigers letting her come. Have a skate, Shortino. Why not? Take the shot. Bouncing puck through the crease. Almost
I
says
thought it was going to trickle through. Just
seeing eye shot. Just about finds the back of the net. It was like slow standstill. And that'll wrap up the first period of hockey. And my suspicion, we're probably going to see a goaltender change. It is a controlled scrimmage. Let the goalies share the net here today. But we'll find out what coach wants to do. We do have another game shortly, so maybe he'll just leave it and go game and game. But we'll find out what they're thinking.
yeah, we'll see. I bet coach is telling them right now, hey, we need to
Work on puck possession a little bit, and being a little tougher on the boards, and me not letting the other team, the Tigers, be able to pick the puck up off the board so easily. And let's contest those pucks a little bit harder.
4-on-4 play, much different hockey. Lots of open ice, lots of space, and usually results in stronger scoring opportunities. Had to give that pep talk to my kid because she's starting to follow stats now and save percentages, and I wonder. It's no different than the NHL. 3-on-3 is high scoring for a reason. 4-on-4, also open ice. And it looks like we're going to get to see Sammy Adams, as I suspected. Goaltender change. Really appreciate watching her. Super strong athletic skills. Moves very fast in the net. And I'm looking forward to that tandem this year between Allen and Adams.
Yeah, I thought the girls really, settled in after the first couple minutes and kind of, playing this style of game, the 4-on-4 is different than playing, 5-on-5. So I think it took them a couple minutes to settle in, but I really like some of the opportunities we saw there towards the end of the period.
On the draw, Elliott, Weaver, Gillis. There's a shot opportunity right out of the gates. And Adams, 2 seconds into the period.
Stars Elite Girls, Adams.
There's your first shot. Well handled by her. Tigers gaining possession again immediately. Here comes the Tigers. There's a shot deflected. Elliott trying to get it out. Weaver now. Weaver on the half wall. She's skating it in. Dumps it in. Tigers goaltender. Playing it safe, covers it up, kicks it over to his D. And honestly, why wouldn't you? If you got an automatic possession to your own team, go ahead and cover that up. Here comes the Tigers. In behind the net. Picked up by Andrews. Andrews, cross-ice pass, tries to find Weaver just out of her reach. I love this to see the crisp, clean passes. Andrews doesn't mess around when she's firing it up to her forwards. Tigers gain the zone, checked by Jordan. Here comes the Tigers on the half wall. There's a shot, deflected. Bouncing high through the crease. Nice check by Elliott. Tigers, though, able to come push through. They feed the point. Shot from the point through traffic. Blocker saved by Adams on the side of the net. Kicked wide. Pressured by Shortino. Ends up in the far wall. Back to the point. Tigers looking to hold the zone. They kick it all the way across. Stepping up is Sales. Sales throws it toward the net. Tracked by Adams. Nice save by her on the pad. And she covers it up at the side of the crease. There's Shortino again, as I mentioned. Making it known. Don't be swatting our goalie after they cover it. Here comes Jordan. Lead pass through the neutral zone. Right into the feet of Isaac, but Isaac in pursuit picks up the corner. Centering pass. There's a bouncing puck. And a fortuitous bounce. Isaac smiling. I do believe that went right off the Tigers defender. And there's the first goal of the year. Here's the replay from Mr. Elliott. Centering pass, yep, that's exactly what happened. Off the shin pad of the defender for the Tigers into the back of the net. We got a 3-1 hockey game. Driving in behind, there's the Tigers pushing. Looking for another opportunity, and Adams comes up with a big save. Clean glove save by her to keep it a 3-1 hockey game. Here comes Mason. Mason through the neutral zone. Sales. Driving down the left wing. Takes the shot. Blockered into the corner by Adams. Shortino. Lead pass. Nice outlet pass to Isaac. Isaac. Cross ice to Mason. Mason picks it up off the wall. Mason has a look. Cuts back toward the middle. Almost gets around the defender by the Tigers. Isaac's there to help. Isaac, centering pass. That's chipped away just at the last minute. Would have been a great opportunity for Mason right out front. Here comes the Tigers. They gain the zone. Tigers look to make something happen with a cross-ice pass to kick it in behind the net. Tigers in pursuit, but Jordan's there. Jordan over to Shortino. Shortino heads up, trying to find Isaac. Ends up back on the stick of Shortino again. Tigers able to hold the zone, though. Here comes the Tigers. Backhand pass through the crease. Blocker save! Oh, no! I thought Adams had that tracked. Beautiful play by the Tigers on the half wall. Backhand pass through the crease and a one-time. Here it is on the replay. Adams did a real good job tracking that. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite get enough of the blocker on it. 4-1 Tigers. Here comes the Tigers again. Number 72 gaining the zone. But Grahovic says, I'd rather take that, and she does. Pushes it into the neutral zone. Now we got both Dulac and Grahovic. Dulac on her backhand. Grahovic's wide open out front. Can Dulac get there? No, she's tripped up coming off the half wall. Picked up in behind the net by the Tigers. Tigers lead pass through to number 72. 2-on-2 unfolding through the neutral zone. Tigers entering with some speed. There's a shot from the high crease. Blockered away into the corner safely by Adams. Grahovic now has some wheels of her own. Driving up the left wing, using Dulac as a bit of a defender. Bit of a basketball play there with a screen set play. Dulac picks it up in the neutral zone. She's tripped up again. Tigers starting to run out of gas. As I mentioned, they got a lean bench right now. Here comes the Tigers. High slot opportunity. There's the shot. Another blocker saved by Adams. Tracking that well. Through the neutral zone, Dulac. Tigers looking to gain the zone. Here comes number 5. Number 5, couple dangles. Backhand pass into the slot. Nice back check by Grahovic, negating that opportunity from the Tigers. Battle ensues along the half wall. Kick back to the point. There's a shot from the point. Through traffic. Misses all sticks, though, and right into the corner and up to the half wall, and Dulac clears it out of harm's way. Grahovic wants to go for a skate, I can tell. Now she's got it on her forehand, trying to find Dulac. Slightly miscued. Here comes the opportunity now for the Tigers. Tigers, there's the shot, and they find the short side. Off the post and in for their 5th goal of the game. I like to see the little habits of different players. I just noticed after that goal, Adams took her water bottle and gave her a little crease clear. I'm going to have to ask her about that. I like it, though. Clear the crease. Nice save by Adams. Solid RVH as the Tigers were driving that net. She held strong. Andrews now. Andrews. Through the neutral zone. Here's Andrews. Looks to load up a shot, and she has a wicked one, by the way. Centering pass just out of the reach of Weaver and Elliott. Both of them open in the front. Back through the neutral zone. Tigers try to make something happen. Number 5 not happy with Elliott. Here comes Weaver. Tigers make a move to get around into the neutral zone. Here comes number 5. Couple of moves. 5 looking to dangle. Now he cuts back. Here's an opportunity. There's the shot. Blockered away, and holding her ground was Adams. Number 5 able to create his own space there by fooling everybody with a spin back. Here comes Elliott. 2-on-1. Elliott and Weaver. Elliott through the neutral zone. She's got Weaver with her. Elliott takes the shot. That goes wide. Weaver's going to pick it up on the half wall. Weaver on her backhand. Cuts back in. Throws it through the crease. Tries to find Elliott. That's interrupted by the Tigers. Tigers lead pass through the neutral zone. Number 72's got it now. Into the zone, 72 comes. Couple moves and solid defensive play. Good position by Jordan to break up number 5's attempt. Oh, nice move behind the net by the Tigers, slamming on the brakes. Quick reverse. Adams was able to get over to seal up that post. Here comes 27 again. Centering pass wide open in front. And buried, making no mistake from point blank, is that Tigers player. No chance for Adams on that one. And we are 6-1 now. Tigers. Here comes Isaac. Isaac. She throws it in. She's got Mason helping into the corner. Mason centering pass. Tries to find Isaac. Just out of her reach. 2-on-2 unfolding. 27 through the neutral zone with some speed. Driving wide. Jordan pushing him wide. Here comes 27 cutting in. Throws it just wide. Ends up all the way around the half wall. Isaac tries to find Mason to spring her loose. And it's just out of Mason's reach. Tigers. Some D-to-D passes. Number 2 elects just to dump it in. Picked up by Jordan. Jordan throws it all the way around trying to find Shortino. In behind to the corner. Jordan picks it up in front of the net. Jordan looking at her options. Through the neutral zone. Here comes Jordan. Catches Isaac offside. Ref says, oh, come on, ref, let him play.
Yeah.
Let him play, ref. We only got 13 shots, so not back the other way. There's the shot. Adams' turn to take one off the lid. Maybe we'll have a goalie tandem this year. Helmet-to-helmet play. Here it comes. Boink, right off her head. Well done. Good position. Hopefully she's all right.
Maybe Jordan's had a little influence on her.
There you go. Here comes a shot.
Oh,
Nice move by Mason, breaking in left and right. Backhand play. Back the other way we come. Here comes the Tigers. Couple moves by the Tigers. They're trying to make something happen. Play getting a little looser. A little bit not quite as controlled defensively, both sides of the play. I think players are getting a bit tired. Here's an opportunity for Dulac. Dulac, sprung 3. She's got a breakaway. Here comes Dulac. Cuts in. Slides one. It's under the under the pad of that goaltender. What a great opportunity for Dulac. She just about slid one home. And I actually think that was intentional. She got him to open up and was just trying to find the 5-hole. And the goalie gets just enough of the pad on there to keep it a 6-1 hockey game. Here comes Dulac. Dulac, she's checked. Tigers back the other way. Tigers into the corner. Coming out, driving toward the net. Good stick by Gillis to break up that entry attempt. And Andrews, she kicks it up. Tries to find Grahovic. Tigers, couple moves, couple dangles. Coming in, another great save by Adams. Well positioned, tracked him all the way across the crease. Into the corner. Gillis. Gillis, she kicks it up. Tries to find Grahovic, ends up all the way back into the neutral zone now. 16:38 on the clock. Tigers letting their teammates touch up. Into the corner. Picked up again. Puck's loose out front. Still loose out front. Good job by Adams just to get her paddle on there. Yes, a reminder, Brendan, my zooming's not so good on the main cam when in the corners, so.
Try.
All good, man, all good. We'll have to get some feedback from the viewers at home as we experiment with different camera angles. Here comes Elliott. Elliott driving in. Got her head up. She's got Weaver out front. In behind the net. Weaver's in pursuit now. Ends up on the half wall. Here comes number 27. Through the neutral zone with some speed. Looking to make some moves. Dangles. Andrews stays with him though. Andrews interrupts that pass. Now it's out front. There's the shot. Big save by Adams. Backhand though is picked up. The loose rebound. 27 able to recover on that shot, and after the third attempt, they are able to get one by Adams. Here comes Weaver. Weaver dumps it in. Onto the paddle of the Tigers. Lead pass, trying to spring number 5 loose, just out of his reach. Shortino's coming back, though. Shortino. Puck ends up in the corner. Tigers trying to make a centering pass. Looking for an opportunity. Wraparound attempt. Tracked well by Adams. Making the save. Here comes 27 now. 27. There's a shot from the high slot. Well positioned and saying not today is Adams. Here comes Weaver. Weaver. She's checked. 27 again. 27's got some wheels, got some dangles. Let's see what he's got this time. Looking at his options. Cross ice pass. There's a one-time effort. Takes the one-time off his teammate. Hopefully that young man's all right. Back to the point. He's got time and space. This selects the blast one. Tipped beautifully in front. I don't know. Oh, they're calling it a high stick. They're calling it a high stick. Shortino not happy with 72. I think there's some on-ice chatter happening there. And we're going to see this team here in a few hours up in Plano. So here comes a shot from 72. Unloads one. Very far right. Ends up onto the half wall and through the neutral zone. See if our Stars can get some offensive pressure. It's mishandled. Here's an opportunity for Isaac. Isaac, there's the shot. She's got some time beside the net. Looks at her options. Takes the shot. Goaltender sealing up that post, though. Tigers try to do a little backhand, getting cued off the back of the net. Mason able to pressure. There's the lead pass. Here comes number 25. 25. Driving in, driving wide. Jordan pushes him wide. There's a centering pass. It's loose out front. Great cross crease movement by Adams. Comes up with a big save. See that replay? Centering pass. It's loose and Adams diving across to get her glove on it. Good job by her. Here comes Jordan. Jordan over to Dulac. Dulac through the neutral zone. And just as an awareness piece for the fans watching at home, our ladies haven't even had a practice together as a team. This is their first skate as a team, and as I mentioned, we are missing 3 of our athletes on various summer vacations and travel plans of their own. But what a way to kind of break things in with a doubleheader controlled scrimmage like this. I think it's fantastic. And a tough opponent with the AA 12U group being the Tigers. Dulac tries to spring Grahovic. That's interrupted by the Tigers. Centering pass into the crease. Here's the Tigers. Grahovic, she breaks that up. Tigers have a collision with one another. Into the corner. There's a backhand. That goes high. Here comes Dulac. Lead pass. Oh, tries to spring Grahovic. That pass is picked off. Now Grahovic. She's coming in 1-on-2. Decides to dump it in and use her speed to go get it. In behind the net. It's played by the Tigers goaltender. Comes all the way around. Tigers pick it up on the half wall. They dump it in behind their net. Grahovic buzzing on 4 Tigers. Now she's got Weaver, Andrews, and Gillis on point. Joining her. Pace of play slowing down a little bit here. I think both the clubs getting a bit tired in this scrimmage. Into the zone. Here's the Tigers. There's a shot. Good stick by Andrews to make sure there wasn't a lot on that shot. Easily covered by Adams. Here comes Gillis. Gillis looking at her options. She tries to make something happen and it's broke up by the Tigers. Tigers, couple moves. Looking at their options. They throw it into the corner. Number 27. Nice move by 27. Centering pass. Tries to find 5. It's in his feet though. Here comes 27. Dangling again. Looking like they're getting back to the point. Weaver Tries to kick it up to Elliott, and she's gonna. Elliott picks it up with some speed through the neutral zone. Here's Elliott. There's the shot. Just a bit outside. Weaver able to hold his own, though. Tigers through the neutral zone. Number 5 driving wide. Gillis harassing him. Couple moves by number 5. Centering pass. Good paddle by Adams to negate that centering pass. Keep this a 7-1 hockey game with 9:40-ish on the clock. Here comes Weaver. Weaver looking at her options. Centering pass. That's deflected away. Nice heads-up play by Weaver there, trying to find Elliott. Elliott was open. Good defensive play by the Tigers to break up that pass. Elliott shutting down the zone entry, but the Tigers there can't handle both of them because Tigers didn't get into support. DD pass by the Tigers. In the neutral zone, they're regrouping. Tigers, they enter the zone. Here's an opportunity for Elliott. Elliott now. She's going to get hauled down. And I think we're going to get our first penalty. And that means Elliott gets a penalty shot from the ice.
Well, it was a penalty shot or just possession, or I guess we'll see.
We're going to get a penalty shot here. Paisley Elliott going to get chased down. So the fans at home, Paisley gets to go, and then everybody chases her. Here comes Paisley with some speed. Paisley coming in. There's an opportunity forehand backhand in the top center corner. Beautiful shot by Paisley Elliott for the second goal of the game. Nice movement. Cuts left, cuts right. Gets the goalie to commit. Finds that top corner. Beautiful play by Paisley Elliott. Going to need some of that scoring prowess come the regular season. Good to see her finding that finesse on the shot. 8 minutes left here in this scrimmage. Tigers heavily out shooting our Stars. Both teams appear to be playing more of a zone defense now. I think they're running out of gas. It's like, let's wait for them to come to the neutral zone and see if we can interrupt this. Maybe you don't have the same forecheck gas in me right now. Here comes the Tigers through the neutral zone. Down the left wing, Tigers. Nice move, toe drag, backhand, big toe saved by Adams. Good job by her not biting on the cross crease there. Nice save. Here's the replay. Yep. Nice reaction by Adams to get the toe on it. Here comes Isaac. Isaac drives at a half wall centering pass. Tries to backhand over to Mason. That's broke up by the Tigers. Tigers the other way. Tries to spring loose 72. Nice lead pass. Good stick by Adams to take that puck and throw it up to Mason. Cross ice pass. Through the crease. Saved by the Tigers. Jordan able to hold his own. Tigers assessing their options. Couple DDD passes by the Tigers. Now a lead pass up to the half wall to 27. 27 gaining the zone. Comes in with some speed. Dangling. Pushing wide. Jordan, good job by her to stick with number 27. 27 still on the puck though. Not letting it go. Puck's loose out front. And covered up by Adams. 6:17 left here. Oh.
Not too aggressive about the Tigers on that one.
Yeah. Official says give him a minute. It's a regroup on this controlled scrimmage. So here comes Jordan. Jordan coming up through the neutral zone. As mentioned, Jordan played with the Odessa Jacks last year. Welcome addition to the DSE program. All the way through the neutral zone, 27. Seems to be one of the few with a lot of gas left in the tank. That young man's been flying out there. He's got good hands, too. Puck's into the far corner. Centering pass, goes for the one-time, deflected away by Shortino. In behind the net. 27's going to regroup. Hassled by Jordan. 27 still has it. Looks at his options. He's got an opportunity. Skates it right out front. Tries a backhand high, and that goes a bit over. Kick back into the neutral zone. Here comes the Tigers. Number 5. Looking to gain the zone. Back checking was Isaac. Here's an opportunity. High slot. Wide open. Deflected. It goes over the net. Puck's loose. Tigers trying to center it. Number 27's got it on his backhand. Back to the forehand. Looking at options, and he roofs one bar down over the glove of Adams. 27 having lots of time out front there to pick a spot. Through the neutral zone is interrupted by the Tigers. Here comes the Tigers. Couple moves by 5. They throw it in deep. Centering pass, high slot, another dangerous opportunity. Solid blocker saved by Adams. Well positioned on that play. Centering pass by the Tigers comes all the way back to the point. Picked up by Gillis now. Gillis. Oh, she had Dulac. Couldn't quite get the pass up there. Now Grahovic's got it. Grahovic with some speed. Grahovic coming through the neutral zone. She's got Drew Dulac with her. Here comes Grahovic. Throws one at the net. That's deflected into the corner by the goaltender. Just under 4 minutes left to play in this scrimmage here. In behind the net, the Tigers. Through the neutral zone. Tigers coming in with some speed. Number 25. Looks to get around Gillis. Gillis pushes him into the corner. 25 on the far wall. At to the point. There's the shot. That ends up high. Well over the net. Picked up by Andrews. Andrews, she's going to go for a skate. Through the neutral zone. In she comes. Andrews, nice move by her. Loads up the shot. Takes it. Nice snapshot. It's deflected high, though. Tigers able to regroup in transition through the neutral zone. Number 10. Here comes number 10. Loads up a shot. Takes it. Big save by Adams. Here comes Grahovic. Grahovic throws one on net. That's a bit wide. Goaltender decides to paddle it in behind the net. Yeah, missed penalty call. Cross ice pass by the Tigers. 72's got it on the far half wall. Gillis trying to push him wide. 72 drives in, hits the post. And Adams wisely decides that's enough. I'll freeze that puck. Let's turn it over. Oh yeah, there's a 100% trip. I like that gamesmanship by that goaltender. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you're gonna skate through the crease. You're gonna get a stick in the. I have to admit, if that was Allen or Adams doing the same to the opposition, I'd probably be just fine with it. Here's Elliott. Oh, Elliott almost sprung free here with 2 minutes left on the clock. Ends up in the bench. And I do think Coach is going to have a chat with these ladies. Tigers only have 3 subs. So we should be out skating them in the second half, would be my prediction. So we might have a few skates to start. Here comes Weaver. Weaver breaking in. Good dangle by her. Nice hands. Weaver looks to make a move and does. Still has the puck. She's getting harassed by number 27. He picks it up, takes it behind the net. 1:30 left on the clock. Elliott now. She's her turn to harass 27. 27 drives down the right wing. 2-on-1 unfolding. 27 backhand through the crease. Deflected just wide by number 5. 5 back out with it. Takes another shot. Adams with the save. Here comes the opportunity. There's the shot. Big blocker saved by Adams. Into the half wall. Back to the point. There's a shot. Through traffic. Almost deflected by Jordan. Always makes me nervous when our own D look to knock it out of the air like that. Have to get our coach to teach them to use their mitt. Knock that down. Elliott now. 44 seconds on the clock. She likes to dump it in. Get some fresh legs on the ice. Mason's coming out with Isaac. See if the Stars can get one more opportunity. Nice pressure by Mason. Nice pressure by Isaac. Still pressuring is Mason. They have some gas left. Mason and Isaac wanting to get a goal late. You can see they're hungry for it. Good deflection by Mason. Not letting the Tigers get out of the zone. Great hand-eye. Would have been a high stick. Mason's got the opportunity. There's the shot. Finds it. Rebound for Isaac. And a goal! And as mentioned, those two hit the ice on a mission late in the game. Terrific zone pressure. Amazing hand-eye coordination by Mason to knock that out of the clearing attempt. Knock it out of the air. Probably a high stick, but that's all right. We'll let that go. She gets down, gets the shot on. In comes Isaac, super hungry. Makes no mistake, burying the rebound. That's just a good, hard-working shift and a nice way for the Stars to finish with a goal at the end of the scrimmage here. Well, fans, as mentioned, we're using this to shake the cobwebs off. We're going to make some reviews and maybe some edits. Might need some camera help because Brody apparently can't talk and film at the same time, but we'll work on that. And those at home, we are tuning in again live. Is it what time, Brendan?
12:30? Does that sound right? Let me look.
I do believe we are 12:30. We're switching rinks to the Plano rink.
12:30.
12:30?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be live again at the Plano rink, playing the Tigers again. And, we'll see if Coach makes any adjustments. I doubt it. Might give him a pep talk or two. Again, this is just shaking off the off-season legs and getting some game flow going. So look forward to chatting and seeing you all folks again soon. Thanks.